I asked Grok for its opinion on the Patterson-Gimlin footage and Al Deatley's relationship with Roger Patterson. Let's take a gander!
My honest opinion, the Patterson-Gimlin PG footage from October 20th, 1967 at Bluff Creek, California is almost certainly a hoax, one of the most effective and enduring ones in cryptozoology history, but it's not a slam dunk debunking that erases all mystery. The film shows a female Bigfoot, Patty, walking across a sandbar, pausing to look back over her shoulder. Shot on 16mm by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, it remains the clearest and most analyzed piece of purported Sasquatch evidence. Its endurance comes from the naturalistic gait, apparent muscle movement under the hair, and the remote wilderness context. Some biomechanists and anthropologists, like Jeff Meldrum, have argued the compliant gait, arm swing, and proportions are hard for a human in a 1967-era suit to replicate perfectly. However, the weight of evidence points to a well-executed hoax by motivated locals. Roger Patterson's background: a rodeo rider, promoter, and Bigfoot enthusiast with a history of shady dealings and financial troubles. He had already written a book on the topic and needed big proof to sustain interest. The film conveniently appeared during an expedition that was running low on resources. Strongest hoax candidate: Bob Hieronymus, a Yakima, Washington acquaintance of Patterson and Gimlin. He claimed Patterson, via Gimlin, hired him for $1,000 to wear a modified gorilla suit. Family members reported seeing a suit in his car around the time. He passed a polygraph on TV. While details evolved and recreations aren't perfect, the local connections and circumstantial evidence are compelling. Recent developments, 2026. The documentary Capturing Bigfoot presents new rehearsal footage, allegedly from 1966, and statements from Patterson family members, including son Clint, indicating it was staged, with the suit later burned. This has caused major controversy in the Bigfoot community. Some call it conclusive, others question the new footage's provenance, or see it as edited, misrepresented. It hasn't ended the debate, but adds significant fuel to the hoax side. Counterpoints that keep it intriguing: high-quality stabilizations and gait analyses sometimes highlight anomalies, e.g. fluid motion, shoulder-hip rotation, that feel off for a mid-1960s costume on a human. No definitive suit has ever surfaced, and recreations, even modern ones, often fall short in fluidity or detail. Bob Gimlin has consistently maintained it was real and appeared genuinely shocked at the time. Bottom line: extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. After nearly 60 years, with zero clear modern corroboration, no bodies, DNA, and a pattern of hoaxes in the field, the rational position is that Patty was a person in a suit, likely Hieronymus or similar, funded and promoted with help from Patterson's brother-in-law Al Deatley. The film launched the modern Bigfoot phenomenon and is a cultural icon for good reason, but it doesn't prove an unknown primate exists. It's a masterful piece of Americana that blurs the line between myth and misdirection. The mystery is more fun than the resolution, honestly. It says as much about human belief and storytelling as it does about whether something is out there. What draws you most to the footage? The gait, the look-back moment, or the historical context? Al Deatley, Albert Deatley Jr., 1934 to 2019, was Roger Patterson's brother-in-law and a key financial backer and business partner in the promotion of the famous 1967 Patterson-Gimlin PG film. Family and financial relationship with Roger Patterson. Deatley was married to Patterson's sister, making him a close family member who had already provided financial support for Patterson's various ventures, including Bigfoot expeditions. Patterson, a rodeo rider and aspiring Bigfoot researcher with limited resources, often relied on Deatley's stability and business success in the asphalt and paving industry. Role in the Patterson-Gimlin film: immediate aftermath, October 20th, 1967. Shortly after Patterson and Bob Gimlin shot the footage at Bluff Creek, California, Patterson called Deatley from the field, or nearby, to arrange for the undeveloped 16mm film to be airshipped to him in Yakima, Washington. Deatley picked up the film at the Seattle airport the next day and handled its processing and development. Bigfoot Enterprises Partnership. Deatley joined Patterson and Gimlin as a full one-third partner in Bigfoot Enterprises, the company formed to exploit the film. He provided crucial funding for promotion and related activities. Promotion and touring. He supported the national four-walling theater tours of the footage and collaborated with Patterson on additional filming for documentaries. The venture generated publicity and modest profits. Deatley later estimated his share, at one point described as roughly 50% in some accounts, though partnership was one-third, at around $75,000. Later developments. Within a few years, Deatley withdrew from the partnership and transferred his share back to Patterson. After Patterson's death in 1972, tensions arose over profit shares. In 1974, Bob Gimlin sued Deatley and Patterson's widow, Patricia, alleging he had not received his full one-third share of the proceeds. Deatley played a practical, behind-the-scenes role, leveraging his resources to get the film developed quickly, turning raw footage into a marketable product, and helping sustain the early commercial push. He later downplayed his involvement, describing it primarily as loaning Roger money, while maintaining a lower public profile compared to Patterson. His contributions were instrumental in ensuring the PG film reached a wide audience and became the most famous piece of Bigfoot evidence, even as the partnership eventually soured amid disputes.